Welcome to Sketch Lab for Kids. In today's tutorial, I'll show you how to draw and paint a super cute kawaii-style heart lollipop with a dreamy rainbow sky background. This step-by-step lesson is perfect for beginners, and we'll be using acrylic paint on canvas and Posca markers to bring this colorful design to life. So let's grab your supplies and let's get ready to have some fun. So I'm starting off drawing a heart, and you might want to think about your composition. So think about good composition is filling up the space on this paper. And you can see we're going to just be using some basic shapes today. This is a great one for beginners. We're going to draw our two vertical lines down. And we're going to draw our kawaii-style eyes. So the kawaii-style eyes, we're going to draw, as you can see, large, big eyes, and a little mouth. And these exaggerated proportions is what creates that cute aesthetic. And those two white dots inside the eyes are highlights. And that's a characteristic of Japanese style cartoons and comics. Now, even though we're using shapes today, we're going to make this character look three-dimensional because we're going to be using value. Value is the lightness and darkness of a color. We have a line that curves up for the tongue. For our circle, for our bow. Now I'm going to curve a line to the left and curve a line to the right. And this is a little bit of a triangular shape. Now we're going to add a few lines here that curve around. And once again, curving that line around to the left. So our little lollipop floated up to the sky to hang out with rainbows because that's where all the sweetest dreams come true. Plus, who wouldn't want to live in a world of endless candy, clouds, and vibrant colors? We're going to be using a little bit of overlapping. The rainbow is going to be behind our heart, and that's going to create space. Space is how an artist can make a flat piece of paper appear to be three-dimensional. So I want you to see how these lines are curving, the directions, like curving up, curving left, curving down. You can see these lines curve up, and then the mouth curves down. And look at these adorable smiles and this little expression on the lollipop. It's like the lollipop knows it's the sweetest thing in the sky. I bet it's thinking, who wouldn't want to be this cute? So today I'm using golden fluid acrylic paints. I'm going to be sharing with you my color swatches and from the virtual mixer. So I have primary magenta and quin violet, 1:1 ratio. And then I'm going to be mixing that into some white. So this is going to be my base color. And this Lollipop is going to be multicolored. So this is a red violet that I'm creating. You can see I'm adding a little bit of white to the top and a little bit more. So I have 3 values, dark, medium, and light. For the next color mix, I'm using ultramarine blue and permanent violet dark. And this is basically a blue violet. So even if you're not using golden acrylics, you're basically mixing a blue violet. And once again, this one here is probably about 1 part colored to 10 parts white. You can see I'm creating a very light value. And then I'm going to start building up my value here. So inside of the ribbon, I'm going darker because that's where the shadow would be. And I'm adding some shading now on some of the other parts of the ribbon. Now I'm going a little bit darker on the inside part of the ribbon. And you can see using these darker and lighter values, now look how 3-dimensional our ribbon is looking. I'm going back now into the Lollipop, same thing on the left and right hand side. Darkening up that value. And I'm working wet into wet, so the paint is wet on the canvas. And so I am just color mixing right on the canvas today. So I'm blending these 3 values while they're still wet. This one is primary yellow, and I also have phthalo green. So this is basically a yellow green, and once again I've added white to the color mix to tint it, and then building up my value. And this one's a blue green. So now this is ultramarine blue with phthalo green. Going in and creating a light pink for the top of the cloud, and then the bottom of the cloud I'm going to go a little bit darker. Some of that primary magenta. And also my red violet mix. You can see with the white paint adding highlights. It's really going to start to make our painting pop and look 3D. And now going back into the rainbow. And you can pick whatever colors you like for your rainbow. But I'm going in with the red violet. Now with the primary yellow. Going in, making a yellow tint. Then I'm adding some yellow green. And then my rainbow is going to end with blue green. So those are the colors I decided to use for my rainbow today. And then for the eyes, I'm going back in with that blue-green mixture and then the yellow-green mixture. So the top of the eye is darker, it's getting lighter. Then at the very bottom of the eye, I'm going to start adding some white. And so I always like to use 3 values, light, medium, and dark. And then now I'm going with the Posca paint markers, so I'm outlining with red over on top of my red violet. And I have apple green. And today I'm also going to do a double outline. That's coral pink for some rosy cheeks. I'm outlining with purple, with our purple ribbon. Going back in with a red-violet paint marker on the clouds. And then here goes that white outline. And you can see it's creating contrast. It's really making this pop and stand out from the background. And now look how much more three-dimensional it looks. I'm going to go in with the circle template. This is going to help me clean up the eyes. Clean up those circles. I did some eyebrows and some eyelashes. And all those little details that are add to the cuteness of our little lollipop. Wow, look at that. We just brought a little magic to life. A floating heart lollipop with the cutest expression ever. Remember, every piece of art you create is as unique as you are. So keep exploring, keep imagining, and keep making the world brighter with your creativity. Well, until next time, stay inspired and let your imagination soar. Just like our sweet lollipop in the rainbow sky.